All right, we have it ready from both players. Let's go and count them down to your finals for the Classic Tetris Monthly Future Circuit. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. That was loud. Anyways, winner of this will get an automatic entry to the Challenger Circuit. And of course, they'll get the FC role. But the entry to the Challenger Circuit is probably more important, considering just how difficult it is to make challengers. Because the evolution of play nowadays has been absolutely insane. But so far, we got a pretty stable game here. Cheez in the lead currently by 1 Tetris. TT Playa, great J and T piece combination right there. $123 for TT Playa, $140 for Cheez. And there it is. Tetris for both players. And as of right now, Cheez does have a 1 Tetris advantage, just playing just a smidge more efficient than TT Playa here. But regardless, both players just having a pretty good opener. And as we saw in our first match with Cheez, you know, all the games that weren't interrupted by ads, Cheez had some pretty solid level 18 play, barring the 1 early top out. 242 to now 280. And just both players just playing so incredibly efficient. Cheez has burned 1 more line than TT Playa over the last, I want to say, 20 or so lines. And she's actually having to burn a little bit more than 1 line, so TT Playa could gain a small advantage here. $334 to now $330, separated by 2 lines. This is incredible. Both players with some fantastic games going on right now. Smooth goes for the, or not Smooth, TT Playa goes for the S flat. A genius delay burn setup. There it is, Tetris 403 to now 378. And with that Tetris, that puts us up to 400,000 for Cheez. And now both players knock down Tetris's 426 to 423. This is insane. TT Playa was able to compensate somewhere 1 Tetris to basically bring both players to around a tie game. Fortunately, is going to have to take a few more burns here as Cheez knocks down a Tetris. Sets up a delayed burn. And oh my gosh, beautiful right there for TT Playa. And you can even see the nod of approval. 479 to now 471. Another great adjustment by TT Playa over there. However, Cheez does have now a advantage, up by approximately a true lead of 15,000 points, depending on if he's able to convert Tetrises at the same rate of TT Playa. TT Playa goes for a safety double. Now it appears that we're into a little small drought there. Nothing too serious. Both players are Tetris ready. And they both knocked down a Tetris. 550 to now 543. Man, this is incredibly close. Cheez is starting to pull away very slightly, around half a Tetris. TT Playa knocks down a Tetris right there. Cheez forced to burn. Tetris for TT Playa is going to transition at 6:01. What a transition for TT Playa. However, Cheez is going to one-up TT Playa and transition at 6:18. Both players here on level 19. Another Tetris for TT Playa goes up to 6:26, going into a small lead, but Cheez counters with a Tetris of his own. 6:42, now 6:26. Cheez having to deal with a little bit of... No, not going to deal with any burning. In fact, going to go for row 2 and knock one down. 6:68 to now 6:79. Both players are on level 20, but of course, TT Playa in the lead. Knocks down another Tetris, goes to level 21. Cheez knocks down a Tetris as well. 6:96 to now 7:32. This is getting insane. Cheez having to play from behind, although also behind in lines. Knocks down a Tetris, goes up to 7:22. TT Playa looking for pieces. Wow, look at that tap all the way over to the left. He's holding out for the long bar, forced to burn a double. Forced to burn another double. Forced to burn a triple. Where's this long bar for TT Playa? There it is. Tetris for TT Playa goes into the lead. 7:71, now 7:51. But oh no, Cheez with a misdrop with a T-piece over to the left. Cheez is in trouble. He's able to knock down a Tetris, but now he's got to spend some time trying to correct the stack. And this is a perfect opportunity for TT Playa. TT Playa's Tetris ready. Knocks down a Tetris. 8:30, now 7:83. Cheez is going to be able to survive this. Does have the ability to roll. But the thing is, TT Playa is going to be able to build up quite a sizable lead here. In fact, one more Tetris and it'll put TT Playa up to a 100,000 point lead. Cheez now having to do a lot of maneuvering over here, throwing pieces left and right. Now he needs an eyepiece to go in column 2, but he's running out of time. Eyepiece comes, but he can't get it over. And TT Playa takes game number 1 with a commanding 100,000 point lead. That's tough. But still got the max, so let's go ahead and count them down in game number 2. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Ooh, SZ start. My favorite. And look, we got some clone tris going on. Whoa. TT Playa. Oh, interesting. Nice differentiation over there for TT Playa. It's actually going to get Tetris ready without having to take a burn. She's just still able to capitalize on the same long bar. But wow, it's a nice little clone tris right there in the beginning. You love to see it. But so far, things are off to a pretty good start. TT Playa was just able to have such a strong level 19 last game, although Cheez transitioned around half a Tetris higher. Cheez kind of got himself in quite a few situations where he was not able to really capitalize off of the pieces to his fullest potential, and eventually got into a situation following a misspin where he was unable to survive, where not even rolling could have helped him out. But game 1 has already been written in the books. It's time we turn our books to the next chapter of this match, which of course would be game 2. Is Cheez going to tie things up, or is TT Playa going to go up 2-0? I'm about to find that out as the story continues to unfold here. And speaking about unfolding, right now, Cheez having to do a lot of burning. And TT Playa could potentially be put in a position to increase an existing lead. But, man, there's some rough pieces for both players, but they both open up the well at just the right time to convert on the Tetris. TT Playa misses out on a potential adjustment for a Tetris right there. But, oh, wow. Nice double right there for Cheez. Tetris ready. Nice adjustment for the J-piece dependency. However, the drought is looking a little bit unfriendly for both players. Cheez hangs the eyepiece. Oh no! Cheez burns the double. He needs the eyepiece right now. Eyepiece comes and it's not gonna be in time. Cheez tops out at 136. Another early top out, and TT Playa goes up 2-0. Wow, what an unexpected turn of events. Roll it moment. Oh, that's hilarious. Thank you. That is amazing. Appreciate it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, we got it. Texas. So Cheez now back against the wall. Lost game number 2 due to an unfortunate early top out. Just not able to get the eyepiece over to score the Tetris. And unfortunately, a little bit of a mini drought ensued, and Cheez just was unable to survive. Of course, this is Tetris, and it's never over until it's over. It's up to TT Playa to still win 1 out of the next potential 3 games in order to secure a spot in Challengers next month. And of course, get a nice little Discord roll. But if anything, Cheez has kind of turned things up a notch in this match, or rather in this game in particular. So far, a perfect start. Well, not anymore. Burned 1 line. But a nearly perfect start. Meanwhile, TT Playa has burned just a little bit more than Cheez here in the beginning. There's another Tetris for TT Playa. And just right now, Cheez is incredibly comfortable. Has only burned 1 line. There's another Tetris for Cheez. If there's anything to change the momentum of this match and bring it into Cheez favors to take the broom away from TT Playa, this game could be it. But TT Playa isn't playing bad. I know we spent some time marveling on how Cheez has had near perfect play. TT Playa is only playing 1 Tetris less efficient than Cheez at this current moment. Let that sink in, just 1 Tetris less efficient. So both players are playing this seed phenomenally. I think I added an extra syllable in that word on accident. Regardless, Cheez now starting to pull away. 285 to now 324. Cheez having to do a minor amount of burning. Actually, that's 6 burn lines. That's huge. TT Playa knocks out a Tetris and closes the gap back to within 1 Tetris range. That's crazy. Because, you know, in same piece sets, whenever you run into moments like that, when both of these players are just playing at such high levels of efficiency and you yourself have to burn 6 lines or so, TT Playa was able to capitalize on just about every single one of those 6 lines that Cheez was burned, even though I know that's not equally divisible by 4, and has brought the lead down to basically in his favor as long as he continues to play at this level of efficiency. 377 now 399. 400,000 to now 422. Cheez playing ahead, and ooh, nice adjustments over here by TT Playa. $323 to now $322. This is just absolutely stellar. This is a game. Question is, how long can both of these players keep this up? Oh, great pieces over there for TT Playa into a Tetris. 469 to 468. This is insane. Another Tetris, 492 to 491. Separated by literally a single. There it is, Tetris for Cheez and Tetris for TT Playa. Oh my gosh. There it is, Tetris for Cheez. And TT Playa reciprocates said Tetris. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. We are almost tied there for a second. There it is, Tetris for TT Playa. There it is! This is a tie game! Cheez was forced to burn a single, followed up by a triple, so the tie is going to be broken. And wow, this is quite a heavy drought here. There it is, Tetris over there for TT Playa. And another Tetris for TT Playa, 611 to 638. In fact, Cheez is going to transition at 638. Will TT Playa reciprocate it? Oh, good long bar. And no, TT Playa is going to transition at 614. So trailing by Tetris at transition. Both players just, what a level 18. However, we get into the post-transition as things continue to kick up. 641 now for TT Playa. Cheez's Tetris ready. Meanwhile, TT Playa in need of an L piece to get an I piece instead. And there it is, another Tetris for TT Playa. 667 to now 736. Cheez just throwing those pieces over to the left. Really taking build out your left to a whole new meaning here in this particular game. TT Playa, Tetris ready. Also throwing pieces over to the left end. 4 long bars that couldn't be utilized, but can utilize the 5th one. 696 to now 766. Another Tetris for TT Playa. Goes up to 723. However, Cheez counters with a Tetris. Goes up to 796. Of course, there's still a line discrepancy between the two. TT Playa's Tetris ready. There it is. Perfect pieces into a Tetris. 749 now to 799. TT Playa forced to have to set up a delay burn. Work 4 lines. So not going to be able to capitalize particularly too much. But Cheez is definitely taking this game to a whole nother level, just trying to maintain as much of a lead as possible. Cheez's Tetris ready. TT Playa knocks down a Tetris, goes up to 810. However, Cheez goes up to 885. We're at level 23. Both players with some astounding games here. Astounding games in general, both so far. 811, scratch that. 840 to now 922 and the level 24 for Cheez. TT Playa in a position to replicate the same kind of level of pace. And look at that tapping speed, just narrowly getting that piece over into a Tetris. 872 to now 926. This is going crazy. Both players are absolutely going ballistic here as both players knock down another Tetris. 902 to now 958. TT Playa not able to capitalize using that long bar. In fact, is waiting for ideal piece. Perfect T-piece into a Tetris. 933 to now 991. TT Playa is Tetris ready, but Cheez is running into some complications. Cheez is going to be burning here. TT Playa knocks down a Tetris, goes into the lead by 1,000 points, and Cheez is still having to burn. He's ahead by a couple of lines, but TT Playa with a long bar dependency in the center, so he needs to be careful here. He's waiting on the long bar. Cheez is back in scoring position. Meanwhile, TT Playa trying to do his best to avoid reliance on that long bar dependency, but oh no, things are going in TT Playa's favor. Cheez has knocked down a Tetris and goes up to 837. TT Playa has maxed out, goes for the T-spin tuck, gets the live piece over. It's only going to knock down a double though. So TT Playa now tries to get back in scoring position, but it's not going to happen. And now clock is ticking as TT Playa is finally going to top out at 1,006,000. But Cheez, with an absolutely insane and stellar game, takes game number 3, avoids the sweep, and brings the momentum of this match into his favor. Absolutely fantastic game between the two. All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and count them down to game 3, or game 4. Just gonna get right into it. If you go into my room, it's like a bottle graveyard. I have so many empty water bottles. But wow, I just want to reiterate again how insane game 3 was. Both players were practically tied throughout majority of level 18. And what's even more is that Cheez was able to take that game, convert on just something truly insane, and shift the momentum of this match into his favor. The question is, can he follow up that amazing performance in game number 3 here in game 4 to bring us to a decider? Or will TT Playa prevent Cheez from bringing us to a decider and potentially performing a reverse sweep here in the finals? Absolutely insane match. And of course, you got to give credit to where credit is due. TT Playa played phenomenal on 18 and 19 respectively. Anyways, so far, TT Playa, now TT Playa is actually the one that has a bit more of an efficient opener. There it is. Both players just really clean. And, you know, as I said before, we see what both players are capable. And that's, you know, the beauty of same piece sets to an extent. Whenever both players, high skilled like TT Playa and Cheez, play up against each other using the same piece sets, you have these rare moments where both of these players just have these absolutely incredible games where they're matching each other, Tetris for Tetris, burn for burn. I mean, we're talking about having tie scores at around the 90 line mark. So definitely, truly a tremendous game 4 that was, and game 3 that was rather. And game 4 is actually starting to evolve into something quite spectacular in its own right. Not necessarily as high pacing as the previous game for both players in terms of Cheez, but is definitely a respectful paced game so far. As Cheez now down by only 1 Tetris. Both players gonna knock down the Tetris here. But now Cheez in need of, okay, that O piece is actually gonna be perfect. Now in need of an I piece. Oh, all right, gets an I piece. TT Playa is able to use that to convert on a Tetris. And she's going for, you know, some safety burns. Still only trailing by 38,000 points, so definitely not a massive lead. But a lead is a lead. And TT Playa is doing a fantastic job of trying to defend said lead. Nice placement so far. Ooh, a kind of rough double S piece right there, or double C piece, pardon me. There it is, Tetris for TT Playa. And oh, interesting adjustment right there. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it was the most efficient way to burn out, as it prolongs the burns just by 3 lines. And that doesn't seem like a lot when you say it out loud. But when you talk about players of such insane efficiency, those 3 lines could convert into a Tetris, especially in the case of Cheez. And now all of a sudden your opponent has either gained 1 Tetris off your lead or has in fact taken the lead, in which case Cheez was able to do 473 to now 470. Another J piece is required over there for TT Playa, but it's able to get it and knock down another Tetris. And hold on a second. We are looking at a double 600k transitions again. As a matter of fact, we are kind of mirroring the same kind of pre-transition as the previous game. Tetris for both Cheez and TT Playa. Another Tetris. We're separated by around 1,000 points as long as both players continue to knock down Tetrises. What is going on? 465 to now, or 565 to now 565. We are tied. There it is, Tetris for TT Playa and Tetris for Cheez. Oh my gosh. Cheez forced to have to do a little bit of burning, so not able to capitalize on that eyepiece. But what a way to bounce back with potentially double 600k transitions, a 635 transition for TT Playa, and a 616 transition for Cheez. It is like a complete 180. They swapped transitions from the previous game. This is insane. However, we got to see how they play in the post-transition. There it is, 2 quick Tetrises for TT Playa on level 19, takes them up to 685. Meanwhile, Cheez is not backing down, knocks down Tetris, goes up to 667. Both players now aiming to get Tetris ready here on level 20. TT Playa is trying to maintain Tetris readiness status, forced to go for a couple of burns. Oh no, this drought might be dangerous for TT Playa. TT Playa is actually in some trouble. TT Playa goes for, oh, he doesn't get the tuck. TT Playa is going to top out and that Tetris is going to do it. Cheez has brought us to a decider. What a brutal drought on 20 that was. But still, just amazing level 18 from both players. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, game number 5. Cheez has brought it all the way back down from 2-0 to now being tied in a double long bar start. What a crazy start. We'll say that that's a good omen for things to come in this match, hopefully. But here we go. Game number 5, the decider. Can Cheez complete the reverse sweep? Or will TT Playa able to clutch out the last game and secure a spot in Challengers next month? Anyways, so far things opened up here in game number 5. TT Playa looking for a couple pieces to help bring the stack together a little bit more, try and make it a bit more cohesive. And the pieces come together, and the pieces come together quite nicely. Cheez, on the other hand, not necessarily ideal. And this is going to allow TT Playa to take a small advantage here in the beginning. Nice adjustments over here by Cheez. Great patience, avoids creating the long bar dependency. And oh, Cheez running into yet some more trouble. Just a couple of misdrops. And like, you know, we mentioned before, on level 18, Cheez can survive these kinds of things. It's just when you're going up against a player like TT Playa, who has demonstrated, at least in the last 2 games alone, to have some incredible level 18 prowess, all these burns that are being taken are just compounding on top of each other, allowing TT Playa to build up the lead. And this is a decider. There are no more chances. Anyways, right now both players having to endure through a drought here. Tetris for Cheez and for TT Playa, 216 and now 143. So definitely not as high-paced game as the last 2 games that we saw from both of these players. However, one thing is for sure is that TT Playa is the one that's in the lead currently, able to capitalize quite handsomely off of Cheez's prior mishaps, if you will. And Cheez having to take an additional 3 burn lines, potentially more to even resolve the hole. And oh, nice adjustment. It's going to be eyepiece dependent. as we are in the middle of a drought. And TT Playa, look at that last second maneuvering. There's another Tetris for TT Playa, 289 to now 196. Almost a 100,000 point lead, but wow, that survival by TT Playa is nothing short of stellar. There is another Tetris for TT Playa. Cheez, on the other hand, having some trouble trying to get something going. Never really been able to get any momentum going in this game. Has kind of always been spent in some kind of dig. Not necessarily too many perpetual digs, but digs just annoying enough to become quite a nuisance. Anyways, 359 for TT Playa at 81 lines, 226 for Cheez at 81 lines. We're 2/3 through the pre-transition. We're looking at a very strong transition for TT Playa. Cheez could do some pace recovery, but it's evident that TT Playa has quite a definitive lead here. But right now, TT Playa having to do some burning. Cheez not actually in a position to capitalize off of the small burns that TT Playa has taken this game. Both players are Tetris ready, and there's a Tetris for both Cheez and for TT Playa, respectively. TT Playa is Tetris ready, but is probably going to decide to use the eyepiece to do something with this will that has kind of been developed. And ooh, this is going to be a little bit tricky for TT Playa. This burn in particular is one of those that can be incredibly costly. But this could be costly in more ways than one, not just in terms of lines, but in terms of the entire match. Okay, TT Playa gets an eyepiece that burns a double, goes for the tuck. Very interesting decision here. Cheez is not necessarily in an ideal position either. But TT Playa, okay, there's one L, needs another. Oh my gosh, able to tap it over. TT Playa gets an eyepiece over the way to the right. Needs a J piece to the left. Now needs a J piece in the center. All right, gets an eyepiece over that's going to burn a single. TT Playa just fighting for his life. Oh my gosh, transition is almost here. And oh no, that misdrop. TT Playa tops it at 432. Cheez needs to get to 433. .433 is the score that Cheez needs to get. Transition is almost here. With the ability to roll, Cheez shouldn't be in trouble. However, we've seen chokes happen before. There's one Tetris. 380 to now 432. Cheez needs 433. Looks like he's going to do it with some various Tetrises all around the board. Setting up for the column 8. Going for some conservative burns, so ooh, a little bit of a misdrop. Was in the middle of a drought. But Cheez should be fine. 12,000 points is all Cheez needs left to chase this down. Set up for the Tetris. How long is this drought? There it is, Tetris for Cheez, and Cheez is your future circuit champion. But you gotta give TT Playa his props. Absolutely stellar performance by TT Playa here. Look at that. Your bracket winner, Cheez. Scott Gray, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Cheez. Always appreciate your support here for Classic Tetris Monthly. But Cheez is guaranteed at least Challenger Circuit next month. Of course, he'd love to make Masters, but I mean, hey, making Masters isn't easy nowadays. But with that being said, that's going to conclude our Classic Tetris Monthly Futures Tournament.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.